Hi YouTube people, I am your teacher Regy Safadão, and today we are talking about the word problems on ages. Are you ready, sir? Come with me! Hi my YouTube friends, I am your teacher Regy Safadão, and today we are going to have a special class about word problems on ages. One of our followers got in touch with me and asked about this kind of subject, okay? Let's see our opening. As we already know, our channel is the channel of Mathematics Without Frontiers, and here we have classes of physics, mathematics, and English, and two versions, one in English and the other one in Portuguese. Go there and visit our classes in Portuguese. They are very, very good. All right. Okay. So, as I have already told you, we are going to talk about word problems on ages. So I organized 5 word problems and we are going to solve them, okay, talking about all the details, okay? Well, at first, what I can tell you, when you start solving a problem like this, you have to draw a table, all right? And you have to pay attention on the verb of the question, if it is past, present, or future. Okay, because you are going to organize this table according to the details that the problem gave you. Okay, so let's start by the first one. Okay, here it is. Grandpa talks to his granddaughter. Today I am 5 times as old as you. In 6 years I will be 4 times the age you will be. What are our ages today? Let's see. So this is just an illustrative picture and the table I told you about. I have already prepared some given things. Okay, so I have family, grandpa and granddaughter. Today, because I have realized that the question talks about the future, because it is here in 6 years. Okay, so I have today. Well, one important point. The grandpa talks to his granddaughter. Today, I am 5 times as old as you. It means that the granddaughter is X, so let it be. Okay, so granddaughter is X. If the grandpa is 5 times as old as the granddaughter, so he is 5 times X. Okay, it is today. Okay, now let's check how it's going to be in 6 years. Well, pay attention. If the grandpa's age today is 5x, in 6 years, he's going to be 6 years older than, isn't it? And if the granddaughter is X today, in 6 years, she is going to be 6 years older as well. All right, so see. His age in 6 years is going to be 5x plus 6, and her age is going to be x plus 6. Okay, very good. Now, let's see one thing. He says that in 6 years, I will be, or he will be 4 times the age she will be. Okay, so this is important because I'm going to organize my equation according to this information here. You can see in 6 years, so in 6 years he is going to be 5x plus 6, and he is going to be 4 times the age she will be, so he is going to be 4 times x plus 6. This is her age in 6 years. Okay, so now let's solve this equation. Okay, like this. I have that 5x plus 6 is, well, 4 times x, it is 4x, and 4 times plus 6, it is plus 24. Okay, now let's organize, let's solve the equation. Let's organize the similar terms like this. 5x minus 4x is 24 minus 6, okay? And now we are going to solve 5x minus 4x is x. Okay, and 24 minus 6 is 18. Okay, so x is 18. It means that what is x, in fact? What is x? Well, x is here. X is the granddaughter's, let's say, is the granddaughter's age today. Okay, but I won't see the question. What are our ages today? So I have to find the grandpa's age today as well. Okay, so let's say, well, today, the grandfather's age is 5x. So I have here 5x, and I'm going to replace the value. X is 18, so grandpa's age is 5 times 18. That is 90. So it means that, let's give an answer. It means that he is 90 years old and she is 18 years old. Okay, so question number 1 is done. Let's go to question number 2. Pay attention. Here it is. The sum of two cousins' ages is currently 55 years. 5 years ago, the oldest one was twice as old as the youngest one. How old are they now? So let's see. This is another illustrative picture and the table I told you about. Let's pay attention. I have cousins, the oldest one and the youngest one. Okay. And today I let be the oldest one is x. Okay. And if the sum of their current age is 55 years, means that the youngest one is 55 minus x. Okay, because the sum of their ages is 55. So one is x, the other one is 55 minus x. Okay, this is today's age. Well, let's see the ages. 5 years ago, well, it means that both of them were 5 years younger than they are today, of course. So if today the oldest one is x, 5 years ago, he was 5 years less than. Okay, so he was 5 minus 6. Okay, and the youngest one today is 55 minus 6, and 5 years ago he was 5 years younger than he is today. Okay, so he was 55 minus 6 minus 5 years. Okay, now let's see another point. The oldest one was twice as old as the youngest one. Okay, so let's form our equation. It means that 5 years ago, okay, the oldest one, x minus 5, was twice, okay, so 2 times the age of the youngest one. Okay, so let's solve this equation and find for x. Let's see, x minus 5 is, well, 2 times 55 is 110. And 2 times minus x is minus 2x. And 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. Now, let's organize the equation according to the similar terms. I have that x plus 2x is 110 minus 10 plus 5. And I have that x plus 2x is 3x. And 110 minus 10 plus 5 is 105. Now dividing 105 by 3, I have that x is 105 divided by 3, and it gives us x is 35 years old. But what is x? X is here. X is the oldest cousin currently age. Okay, very good. But the question asks for how old are they now? Okay, so I have to find the other cousin ages. Okay, so the youngest cousin current age is 55 minus x. So, but I know that x is 35. I already know this. So let's replace that value. So 55 is minus 35 gives us 20 years old. So it means that, given the answer, their ages are currently 20 years old and 35 years old. Okay, very good. We have done question number 2. Let's do now question number 3. Here it is. Come on, let's do it. John and Paul are co-workers. John is twice as old as Paul. 8 years ago, the sum of their ages was 47 years. How old was John 8 years ago? Okay, so another illustrative picture and the table I told you about. Co-workers, Paul and John. 8 years ago and today. Well, remember, I'm sure you have realized that I always prepare my table according to the today's age. Okay, and then I pay attention to the verb of my question, if it is past or if it is future. Okay, so pay attention. Well, let be X the age of Paul. Okay, so Paul is X, and John is twice as old as Paul, so he is 2X. And 8 years ago, well, 8 years ago, both of them were 80 years younger than they are today. So if Paul is X years old today, 8 years ago, he was X minus 8. All right. And John today is 2X years old, and 8 years ago, he was 2X minus 8. Okay, it is very easy to understand. All right, now let's organize, let's form our equation. Let's pay attention. 8 years ago, the sum of their ages was 47 years. Okay, so I have to sum these ages. Okay, 8 years ago. Okay, and it is so x minus 8 plus 2x minus 8 is 47. Okay, now let's organize it according to the similar terms. And so we have the equation is x plus 2x is 47 plus 8 plus 8. And so it gives us 3x is 63. And now 63 divides 3. So x is 63 divided by 3. And so x is 21 years old. What is x? Okay, x is 21 years old. But what is x? X is here. X is Paul's age today. All right. But the question is, how old was John 8 years ago? So John 8 years ago was 2x minus 8. So let's find it. Okay, so John's 8 years ago. 2x minus 8. But x, I know that x is 21. I already have this information. So let's replace. And I have that 2 times 21 minus 8 is 42 minus 8. So 34 years old. It means that given the answer, John was 34 years old 8 years ago. All right. So question number 2 is done as well. So let's go to question number 4. We have 5 questions. Okay. So question number 4 is the sum of the current ages of father and son is 70 years. 5 years ago, the father was 5 times as old as his son. What will be the son's age in 6 years? Okay, an illustrative picture. By the way, this is me and this is my son. All right. Let's check family, father and son, 5 years ago, today, and in 6 years. This question is very interesting because it involves present, past, and future. All right. So as I told you before, we have all to start, okay, filling the table by the present, okay, and past I always write on the left, and future I always write on the right of the table. Okay, so let's see. If today the father is X, okay, and the son, remember the sum of their ages is 70 years. So if the father is X, the son is 70 minus X. Okay, let's now see some very important points. If today the father's age is X, 5 years ago, he was 5 years younger. All right. The same for his son. Okay. If today is his age is 70 minus X, 5 years ago, he was 5 years younger. Okay. The same situation for the future. In 6 years in the future, they are going to be 6 years older. Okay. It is obvious to be understood. Okay. So now let's see. So, as I told you before, the father's age 5 years ago is going to be X minus 5. And the son's age is going to be 7 minus X minus 5. Okay. And in the future, 6 years in the future, the father is going to be 6 plus 6. And the son is going to be 70 minus X plus 6. All right. Now let's organize. Let's form our equation. What they say. They say that 5 years ago, the father was 5 times as old as his son. So let's form our equation. Okay, so in the past, 5 years ago, okay, so x minus 5 is 5 times the age of the son 5 years ago. Okay, so now let's solve this equation and let's find for x. Okay, I have here that 70 minus 5 is 65. Okay, now let's solve this. X minus 5 is, well, 5 times 65 is 325. And 5 times minus x is minus 5x. Okay, now let's write the similar terms, x on the left side and numbers on the right side. I have that x plus 5x is 6x, and 325 plus 5 is 330. And so 330 divided by 6, I have that x is 55 years old. But what is x? Okay, pay attention. X is 55 years old. But what is x? Pay attention. Can you see here? X is, in fact, x is the father's current age. All right, but the question is, what will be the son's age in 6 years? So in 6 years, the son's age is this expression, 70 minus x plus 6, okay? Can you see here? Let me move my window from here. Okay, you can see. So the son's age in 6 years is 70 minus x plus 6. But I know that x is 55. So let's replace this value. And I have that 70 minus 55 plus 6 is 21 years old. So it means that the son will be 21 years old in 6 years. Okay, very good. So far, so good. Let's go to the last question. Question number 5. Okay, pay attention. The sum of the ages of 3 friends, Adrian, Barbara, and Carlos, is currently 93 years. If these ages are currently if these ages are consecutive numbers, find the sum of Adrian's and Barbara's ages 6 years ago, considering she is the middle age. Great. Let's see another illustrative picture. And now I have a table. Let me move my window once again. All right. So as I told you, when I make up the table, I consider today, okay, as my starting point. All right. So pay attention. Adrian is x, Barbara is x plus 1, and Carlos is x plus 2. Okay, so I consider it this. And there is an important point you have to consider. Barbara is the middle age, all right? It is here. Consider she is the middle age. So she is here in the middle, okay? She is x plus 1 years old, okay? Okay, so 6 years ago, today, Adrian is x years old, and 6 years ago he was 6 years younger than he is today. It is easy to understand. So he was x minus 6. Today, Barbara is x plus 1 years old, and 6 years ago she was x plus 1 minus 6. And Carlos today is x plus 2 years old, and 6 years ago he was x plus 2 minus 6. Okay, and pay attention, because the problem says that the sum of the ages of 3 friends is currently 93 years. So let's see, Adrian, Barbara, and Carlos, and let's see their ages. X plus 1 and x plus 2. The sum of their ages is 93 years. So the equation can be done like this. X plus 1 plus x plus 2 is 93. Okay, so now let's solve this equation and find for x. Okay, so I have that x plus x is 93 minus 1 minus 2. So I have that 3x is 90. And so dividing by 3, I have that x is 90 dividing by 3, that is 30. So x is 30 years old. But what is x? Let's see on the table. Okay, so x is Adrian's age today. So is Adrian currently age? Okay. But the question, the problem asks for finding the sum of Adrian's and Barbara ages 6 years ago. So let's see. Adrian's and Barbara's ages 6 years ago. Here I have 6 years ago. Adrian was x minus 6 and Barbara was x plus 1 minus 6. So let's see. Adrian's age was x minus 6 and Barbara's age was x plus 1 minus 6. So let's replace the values. I have that 30 because x is 30. 30 minus 6 is 24. So Adrian's age was 24 years old 6 years ago. And Barbara's, let's see, 30 plus 1 minus 6. So she was 25 years old. Okay, but the question wants the sum of these ages. So we have that 24 plus 25 is 49 years. The answer is the sum of their ages was 49 years. Okay, my friends, our special thanks. So thank you very much for watching our videos, okay? But don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Ring our bell, it is quite important. Share this video with all those people you love, your brothers, your friends, your classmates, your father, your grandmother, okay? All your family, okay? Thank you very much, really. And so give us your precious like. It is really very important for the increasement of our channel. Thank you very much, my friends. I am your teacher, Regy Safadão. Thank you. See you. Have an excellent week. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.